With this projector, you can enjoy your favorite movies on a massive 130-inch screen with excellent quality. If you prefer, you can even go beyond 200 inches and it still looks stunning. It's not just for movies if you want it for gaming, it has enough power to run some video games, which as a gamer makes me really happy. This is the new Wanbo Vali 1 Pro, a mid-range projector priced at $285. I've tested several projectors before, but this is definitely the best one I've tried. Stick with me through the full video, this projector is going to impress you. Let's start with the unboxing. Inside this box, you'll receive your Wanbo Vali 1 Pro. This box highlights some of the projector's key specifications. When you open it, the first thing you'll find is a manual. You'll also see a smaller box containing the power cable, the remote control, which requires 2 AAA batteries not included, and finally, a dust filter for the projector. And here is your Wanbo Vali 1 Pro. Right from the moment you pick it up, you'll notice it's not just any projector, it has a solid weight, and although it's made of plastic, it feels like very high-quality plastic. On the front, you'll obviously find the lens, covered with a very useful plastic cap. The power cable connection is located at the base of the projector, which is very convenient when adjusting the tilt without the cable getting in the way. It also offers 200 degrees of rotation for ceiling projection. On one side, there's a magnetic cover where the dust filter is placed. At the base, there's a spot to store the remote so you don't lose it. On the back, you'll find the power button, a 3.5mm headphone jack, an HDMI output, and a USB port. Once you turn on the projector and complete the setup, you'll notice it runs on Android TV, based on Android 14. There's a good chance you're already familiar with this system if you've used a smart TV before. The interface is very simple and intuitive. On the home screen, you'll find recommendations, your apps, and more. While at the top there are sections for movies, shows, and apps. This helps keep your content organized. Navigating through the menus is very smooth, as the projector has more than enough power to avoid any lag. Whether you're using YouTube, Netflix, or any other platform, the performance is solid. In the app section, besides being able to open your already installed applications, you can also search directly in the Play Store to install any apps you need. It also has the necessary certification to play Netflix in HD, so you won't have any issues unlike other projectors where this can be a problem. And for example, in apps like YouTube, it includes HDR10 certification, so when you watch high-quality videos, you can take full advantage of HDR. Another important point, since it runs on Android, you have Google Assistant, and your remote control has a built-in microphone, allowing you to talk to the assistant to open apps or perform any other task you'd normally do with it. It even works with Google Home. If you have smart devices, you'll be able to control them directly from your remote.
Search SpongeBob on YouTube. Please open Netflix.
Sure, opening Netflix.
Let's assume you've already set it up, now it's time to project. The projector features autofocus and automatic keystone correction in case it's tilted. Since it can rotate at any angle, you can project onto a wall or even directly onto the ceiling. As soon as you move it, everything recalibrates automatically, and it even has an option to avoid obstacles on its own. If those options don't convince you, you can always adjust it manually. As for projection quality and size, following the manual's recommendations, the maximum distance is 3.9 meters, and that's exactly what I used. At 3.9 meters, you get a 130-inch screen, which is about 288 centimeters wide by 162 centimeters tall, basically the height of 2 cats standing up. And even though the room wasn't completely dark, as you can see, the image quality was simply incredible. The projector delivers 900 ANSI lumens, meaning fully certified brightness. In simple terms, it's an LED light powerful enough to project a 130-inch image with a native Full HD resolution of 1920 x 1080. That's great, because even when you get really close to the screen, it's not easy to notice pixels like with some 720p projectors. And if 130 inches isn't enough, it can supposedly go up to 260 inches. I moved the projector back a bit more, almost reaching 5 meters, and the image still looked amazing. I'm 1.84 meters tall, and as you can see, the screen height was much much taller than me. In fact, I didn't go bigger only because this was the largest wall I had available. Honestly, I was impressed that it still looked this good at that size. Color reproduction is excellent thanks to its HDR10 certification, which ensures very vivid colors. On top of that, there's an option that takes things even further. This feature does two things. First, it reduces blur in low-quality videos by upscaling them. Second, it boosts the frame rate to 60 frames per second for any content. It achieves this through frame interpolation, basically generating an extra frame between two real ones, so in some cases you might notice slight visual artifacts, though only if you look closely. And while higher frame rates can be enjoyable in some content, in others, not so much. For example, movies are meant to be experienced at 24 frames per second, so enabling this can make them feel a bit unnatural. But in other cases, it's very enjoyable. Animated films, for instance, look great, and the difference is noticeable. Where I really liked it, though, was in video games. I only have an Xbox 360, and GTA 5 on it runs at 30 frames per second. But by enabling this option, it runs at 60 frames per second, which lets me play GTA 5 at 60 frames per second on an Xbox 360. And this works for many other games too. As you can see, it's super enjoyable. Everything I've told you so far is about the video, but when it comes to audio, it's also excellent. Even if it doesn't seem like it, it has dual 1.2 watt speakers and Dolby Atmos certification, so the sound quality on this projector is outstanding. It's a very full and solid sound with good body, and even though it doesn't have a subwoofer, the speakers still deliver noticeable bass. But the most impressive thing is the volume. For a medium-sized room, it's more than enough, and even if you're projecting something like 200 inches in an open space, you still have plenty of volume. The sound is so good that it even has a Bluetooth speaker mode. The projector turns off and you can play music from your phone. And speaking of connectivity, besides the built-in apps, you can also mirror content from your phone. Obviously, this won't work for gaming, but it's useful if you want to play something from your phone. You also have a USB port, and within the apps there's a media player where you can play videos, images, or music. It supports many formats, so if you have a USB drive with videos, you can play them on the projector without any issues. And finally, there's the HDMI port, where you can connect a computer, laptop, or gaming console. The first time I connected my laptop, I noticed a lot of input lag, but in the settings there are different connection protocols. You can try all three to see which works best. With the one that worked best for me, the latency improved significantly. I connected my Xbox 360 and started playing. Casual games like adventure or racing games, or anything that doesn't rely heavily on fast reactions, play really well. The input lag honestly doesn't affect you that much, but I wouldn't recommend it for competitive games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, or anything that depends on quick reflexes, since you might notice the lag a bit. But here's the best part, the most interesting thing, and what I like the most: playing with the projector. The first step is connecting a controller. You can connect one either via Bluetooth or plug in a wired one through the USB port, for example an Xbox controller. There's basically no input lag here, everything runs smoothly. You can play games like Beach Buggy Racing, Badlands, Asphalt 8, although Asphalt 8 did have a bit of lag. I don't remember the name of this one, but it's a rally game and it ran perfectly at 60 frames per second. This one here is also great and has controller support, so it worked flawlessly too. You'll also be able to play some classics like this one here, or the one with monsters in spheres. This Green Goblin one runs perfectly. The chimp fighting game also works, but it does lag in some battles. The game where you unclog the princess's drain runs perfectly. The Spider Egg game was one of my childhood favorites and works perfectly. And we found the limit here. The Living Toys one ran very well, but the Bald Old Man one had a lot of lag. As you can see, the projector is very powerful, and best of all, you can connect up to 2 controllers for multiplayer. Finally, I just want to mention that the projector, like any other, does generate a fair amount of heat, but fortunately, it has a very good cooling system, and the fans don't have to work too hard. They're relatively quiet. In conclusion, for me personally, this is the best projector I've tested. But tell me in the comments what you think. What's your opinion? And would you like to have one? That's it for now. See you in the next one.